Sol Gareth. Garry Davis was an international peace activist who created the World Passport, a travel document originally based on Article 13, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and on the concept of world citizenship. Previously, Davis worked as a Broadway stage actor and served as an American bomber pilot in World War II. He was a devoted World Federalist, although a consistent critic of the World Federalist Movement. Early life. Davis was born in Bar Harbor, Maine, to Mara and Hilda Davis. He graduated from the Episcopal Academy in 1940 and attended the Carnegie Institute of Technology. Career: a former Broadway actor who served in the U.S. Army during the Second World War as a B-17 bomber pilot in the 8th Air Force. Davis took such a negative view of his own actions in the war that he gave up his American citizenship in Paris in 1948, in order to become a citizen of the world. He mentioned Henry Martin Noel, who had renounced a few months earlier, as one of his inspirations. In France, his Garry Davis Council of Solidarity Support Committee was co-founded by writers Albert Camus and André Gide and Emmaus movement originator Abbé Pierre, as well as Robert Sarrazac, a former leader of the French resistance who joined Davis in founding the Mondialization World Cities movement. Davis interrupted a session of the United Nations General Assembly on the 22nd of November 1948, calling for one government for one world. Along with his support committee, he rallied 20,000 people in Paris to demand that the UN recognize the rights of humanity. Eleanor Roosevelt expressed support in her My Day column for Davis's efforts towards forming a worldwide international government. Davis founded the International Registry of World Citizens in Paris in January 1949, which registered over 750,000 individuals. On the 4th of September 1953, Davis formed an organization, the World Government of World Citizens, with the stated aim of furthering fundamental human rights. He additionally formed the World Service Authority in 1954 as the government's executive and administrative agency, which issues its own passports, along with birth and other certificates, to applicants. Davis first used his World Passport on a trip to India in 1956, and was admitted into some countries using it. Davis ran for mayor in Washington, D.C. in 1986 as the candidate of the World Citizen Party, receiving 585 votes. He also declared himself as the World Citizen Party candidate for the 1988 U.S. presidential election. Davis published multiple books in favor of his cause of world citizenship. At the 1992 Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Davis issued and disbursed a world currency based on kilowatt-hours of solar power produced, an idea proposed by Buckminster Fuller. These kilowatt dollars were the earliest documented emissions reduction currency. In March 2012, at age 90, Davis began broadcasting a weekly radio show, World Citizen Radio, on the Global Radio Alliance attempt to help Julian Assange and Edward Snowden. In 2012, Davis sent WikiLeaks founder and refugee of the Ecuadorian embassy in London, Julian Assange, a world passport. Only weeks before he died, Davis sent a passport to whistleblower Edward Snowden in Moscow in care of the Russian authorities. Davis entered hospice care on the 18th of July 2013, and died 6 days later in the municipality of South Burlington, Vermont, aged 91. He is survived by a daughter from his first marriage, Christina Starr Davis, 2 sons, Troy and Kim, and a daughter, Athena Davis, from his third marriage, a sister, Ginia Davis Wexler, a brother, Emery, and a granddaughter, Emma Meluta. Bibliography. Davis, Garry. My Country is the World. The Adventures of a World Citizen. Putnam. Davis, Garry. Passport to Freedom, A Guide for World Citizens. NWO Pubs. ISBN 0929765087. Davis, Garry. World Government, Ready or Not? Booksurge Publishing. ISBN 1-59457-166-X. Davis, Garry. Letters to World Citizens. Booksurge Publishing. ISBN 0970648375. Davis, Garry. A World Citizen in the Holy Land. World Government House. ISBN 0970648340. Davis, Garry. Cher monde une odyssée à travers la planète. World Government House. ISBN 0970648391. Davis, Garry. Dear World, A Global Odyssey. Booksurge Publishing.